anime. Let me clarify that I am not a professional musician. This is just a personal deep dive into a topic that I really love. So if you have another opinion, just leave a comment and we'll talk about it. That's fine. Don't be mad. Don't tell me on Twitter. Don't cancel. Weebs love it. I love it.
Cause why would I be making this video if I didn't?
We all love it. Today, we're going to be talking about things you might hear in anime. Openings, original soundtracks, and sound effects. If you aren't already, please subscribe. This is the first time I'm doing a camera type video, so if you like these, please subscribe, because it really helps out the channel, and I like doing this. So, yeah. First, you might be thinking to yourself, Makaken, I only like anime through its style and storytelling. And you're right. Well, like I demonstrated in my opening, if you don't use the right music, it's gonna look and sound weird. Like Stall. I mean, come on. Imagine your favorite anime for 1 second, and it starts off like this.
Hot girls, we have problems too. We're just like you, except we're hot.
See, it does matter. On to the first section. Hold on. Before we go into whatever that was gonna... Whoa, what the... Before we go into that section, let's just do one more deep talk for a sec. Music, how do I put it, is awesome. It can make you feel some sort of way, it can make you cry, it can make you laugh, it can make you feel suspenseful, it can also make you feel adventurous. It used to sound like this, and now it sounds like this. I like that. Music evolves over time, and a lot of music in here is going to be either K-pop, J-pop, C-pop, B-dop, Cowboy Bebop, yeah. Alright, on to the first section. Sorry for the interruption. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go to the next section. This is a great section to start off with. Not only are openings the first thing you'll see from an anime, it's also the first thing you probably remember about your first anime. My first anime was Pokemon. I'm basic, I know, just shut up. From its upbeat start with a bunch of Pokemon flying through space, to its satisfying ending with a Pokemon destroying a building, and friendship. That's basically what an OP should be. This is how I'm gonna say openings, by the way, OPs, it makes it easier and does less storage on my camera, so. From OPs, you might see a recurring idea or a theme behind them. The main character's always either the limelight or the side characters are, depending on what arc it is. Hype surrounding the arc, or just the season in general, if it has one OP stretching the entire series. I'm looking at you, Hunter x Hunter. What the frick? Now, let's talk about 3 OPs that I think really seal the deal in what a OP should be. Jujutsu Kaisen, Tokyo Ghoul, and JoJo's Part 1. I like this last one. Not that middle one, though. I don't like Tokyo Ghoul. Jujutsu Kaisen's opening is very interesting to say the least. It shows the main characters and some hype and a freaking panda on a roof. What the frick is even going on there? It makes sense in the story. Okay. Thank you. It's my lawyer. Next up is Tokyo Ghoul's opening, and I hate this one. This OP absolutely shows nothing to do with the show besides a bunch of characters that you don't even know the names of. It shows little to nothing to do with the plot or characters. This is just an accurate representation of what someone might think Tokyo Ghoul is about while watching.
Oh, it's a new person. Just change colors, okay? Oh, who's this lady? Oh, whoa, that's a lot of characters. Are the windows a big part of the show? And now they're Picasso paintings. Now he has white hair. Makes sense.
You see, music and visuals go hand in hand, just like peanut butter and waffles. I'm not cutting that. Because to show your new viewers something completely different from what they're used to, it's gonna bewilder them and probably make them drop the show for not thinking that these characters are exploding into Picasso paintings all the time. Also, just spoilers, it doesn't really show the main character turning into a ghoul. Like, I get it that it's like oh my gosh, it's in the first episode. Show something to do with that. I guess they give a hint here, but really it... And lastly, JoJo's. JoJo's opening one is probably my favorite, probably not with the music, I like Crazy Train Bazaar Town the most, but visually stunning and just downright amazing to watch. Because it shows characters from the manga that weren't even animated yet. So I believe we shouldn't really call animes bad just for their openings. I mean, Tokyo Ghoul, for all of its flaws, is still pretty good. Their opening just isn't there anymore, you know? If it was probably more accurate to the story, I like that. You need to call anime good for its, again, animation and storytelling. OPs are just like the iceberg, basically. You have OPs up here on the top of the iceberg, and the story down here. So let's go back to my first anime, Pokemon, and see its endings. Because I've been talking about openings a lot lately, and I kind of just want to see...
Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fearow, Pidgey, King, Jolteon, Dragonite, Gastly.
No! Hold on, aren't openings and original soundtracks the same thing? No, they're completely different. An OP is made when a band makes a song and the creators thinks it fits really well with that arc. An original soundtrack is there throughout the entire season and will carry the show with its sound. Makes sense. Original soundtrack, OST, that's how I'm going to be saying it, is the music between an OP and the ending of an episode. Don't even get me started. An anime can use its soundtrack, OST again, or that last time I'm explaining, to carry emotion through its sound. We're going to talk about a few, but let's talk about the feeling of being a shoplifter. Lupin the Third is a crazy section to start with OSTs. Since it's been on for more than 37 years now, which is a crazy long time, you'd think they'd understand just how to perfectly make their soundtrack. And they did. Jazzy, upbeat sound that make you have this rush of adrenaline while watching Lupin and his gang destroy whatever the episode / movie entitles. My favorite Lupin the Third series / movie is Lupin the Third Red vs. Green, or Castle of Cagliostro. Both have crazy animation and an unforgettable story tucked into the soundtrack made by Yuji Ono. I bet I said that wrong. Please don't cancel me. Making the movie have an incredible feel and an amazing plot. As my boy Scout said, it makes him feel alive, which is sad, but it's also true, because with the fast beat tempo, it makes your heart rush, makes it pound, and makes it groove and jive and get a little jiggy with it, as Will Smith would put it.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking...
Do you like my car?
Oh, baby, Initial D! Woo! Did you not think I was gonna bring up this amazing anime series that I just started and is already awesome? Initial D has a pretty basic plot, but an amazing score. Who could think that putting Eurobeat in an anime would be so awesome? I listen to this all the time. I'm on adrenaline all the time. They made the perfect soundtrack. How did they do that? I don't know how they did that. And boy, were they right by making Eurobeat the score of this anime. Now, there's other songs too in the soundtrack too, but they're forgettable. Eurobeat really shows that this show is top of the line. And who could forget everyone's favorite song, Running in the 90s. Woo! Now cutting to a very sad part of this video, Berserk. I'm sorry. How could I not? An entire video about sounds and anime. How could we not talk about the brilliant song and theme of Guts? This song made me cry. I'm just now reading Berserk. Holy crap. I never understood the plot until now. It's sad, this song, because Guts is a sad character. His whole life basically has been rough, to put it lightly, and it just keeps getting worse for him. And the more you read and understand the character and his growth and his degrowth and his back up to at the top, it's an amazing song. 2022 saw the death of the writer and mangaka of Berserk, which was a very sad thing in an anime community to happen, because he showed just human emotion through pages. Yes, you have your crying scenes, your hand-holding scenes, your confessing your love underneath fireworks scenes, and it gets us all emotional when we see that. But it gets us emotional to see a character fall so many times and just to get back up an inch. Thank you, honestly. And thank you to the person who wrote the score too, Hirosama Susumu. And I totally probably butchered that, and I'm totally sorry, but thank you for making the best theme of any character. Okay, no more sadness. Endings, bitch! I've talked a lot of smack about endings today. From them being trash, like the Pokey Rap, and I think that's the only one I brought up. But anyway, I love endings. Spy X Family has a great one. Free has an amazing one that's in my playlist right now. They're not that necessary. I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna regret those words later on in my life and probably say that I love endings. Listen, I love them. But for people that just skip to the next episode, they don't get to watch them. They put so much attention to detail in endings, why don't they just make them the openings? I digress. I love them. We all love them. Let's go to the last section, shall we? Sound effects. What was that last one? What better way to end this video off with JoJo's? JoJo's has some of the best sound effects I think I've ever heard in anime. Here's some. We've all heard the sound effects of anime. I think that montage of JoJo's sound effects is very needed because they really carry the sound effects genre in anime in changing the whole scene. There's also these ones that have nothing to do with JoJo's that I really like. This is the last time you put Oni-chan at the end. This is the last time, I swear. And I know that these are a ton of montages and probably unnecessary at that. But this is sounds of anime. These are sounds in anime. They have the right to be there. And they make the best scenes in anime. You have to agree with me. I digress. Anime without music is like waffles without holes. Pancakes. Just a pancake. Pancakes are two-dimensional. They're like this. Here's a picture of one. They suck. Waffles are three-dimensional with holes and pockets to fill with delicious stuff. Syrup, chocolate chips, bananas, strawberries, jams, jellies. Listen, waffles are better than pancakes. This isn't a discussion. Again, anime without music is nothing. It's a pancake. It's two-dimensional. When you put on your headset or headphones or anything and you listen to your music, do you ever just imagine an action scene, a romance scene listening to T-Swift, some hardcore drifting while listening to Eurobeat or funk music, or levitating to Kanye, or whatever you do when you listen to Drake? Seriously, what was that last album? Anyway, music's awesome. It's been with us forever, and it will stay with us forever. Except for the gosh darn Pokey Rap. Whose idea was it to make